Hi, and welcome to Animals at Work. What, you just gonna leave me here? Around the world, there are millions of animals that have jobs. Come on, Guido, let's go. This is the show that brings you the most extraordinary, bizarre, and unusual animals at work. Coming up, Tilly the Jack Russell artist has her latest exhibition in New York.
Tilly, what do you think?
Big Girl, the Burmese python, helps some nervous Nellies get over their fear of snakes. And how will Marigold fare against some tough opposition in her very last race?
Everyone enjoys pig racing because you never ever know what's going to happen next.
Just watch the show. Hi, and welcome to the show. In the racing world, you would normally be mad to put money on a porker. However, if you were to hedge your bets on some certain hogs, you might well bring home the bacon and leave others a pork scratching their heads. I'm talking about pig racing. And although they're not normally ones to sweat it out on the job, there is one animal at work that is certainly hot to trot. Warwickshire, England. We're here to meet a top team of racing pigs. Their job is to race the 400-meter sprint and hurdles in front of crowds of adoring punters. Rebecca has been a pig trainer for many years.
Myself, my husband and our children live on a farm and we have a variety of animals. Chickens, pony, camels, and of course the most important, the racing pigs. Marigold is my favourite pig. She's the star. She's the one, I hate to say, she's the one that always wins.
Marigold is the team's star runner. But like all top athletes, Marigold's career is all too short. At 7 months old, her glory days are almost over and retirement is looming. This is the last day of training before Marigold's final race, and she wants to go down in sporting history. Marigold and the rest of Rebecca's team of talented porkers get hired out as a star attraction at county fairs. The cash helps pay for the team's food and board. Whilst Marigold's track triumphs impress the spectators, it's her personality that's won over the hearts of the training team.
I think Marigold is my friend because a pig, you normally think, oh yeah, pig poo. You know, they're really smelly and muddy creatures. But I don't think they are. If you get to know them really well, you can basically go into their land and talk to them in your own way. She's big, she's kind of bossy.
She does sometimes pick on the others, particularly when it comes to food and they're fighting for it. But on the whole, they're really very friendly together and they all cuddle up together when they sleep at night.
They're very nice, these pigs. They're all very nice.
Expectations are riding high on Marigold.
The next show we're going to be going to is the Royal Norfolk. This is a very special show for these pigs because this is going to be their last show. And I'm pretty sure that Marigold will be putting in her best performance ever.
It is Marigold's last race, and I am actually a bit sad because we've had them for a really long time and you get to know them and their personalities and everything, and they're kind of your friends.
Marigold's supporters are behind her all the way. They want her to finish her sporting career as a champion racing pig.
I hope Marigold is going to do very well.
Later on, we'll find out how Marigold does in her last race. Will she live up to all the hype and bring home the bacon? Now we're off to meet a doggy artist in New York. This is Manhattan, home to famous artists such as Andy Warhol. Now there's a new face on the scene. Tilly, Jack Russell, and abstract artist. By her side is her devoted assistant, Bowman.
Tilly's first exhibition was in Williamsburg, Brooklyn at Beethoven's studio. A friend of mine was opening a small gallery, and when he met Tilly and saw her work, he decided to make her his inaugural artist.
She's been called the most successful living animal painter by Art Newspaper. Tilly has shown her work at more than 40 exhibitions.
Yeah, she has an exhibit this evening, actually.
Today, Bowman's busy drumming up business for her Dog Bless America premiere.
How you doing? Tilly's got an opening tonight.
Fantastic.
It's in Manhattan.
Excellent.
We're having a little exhibition this evening. You want to stop by?
Oh, I would
It's on 42nd Street. And it's 7 to 9 tonight.
Can I bring everybody I know?
Please do.
Tilly has been exhibiting her abstract art for nearly 10 years. But what's the secret behind her success? Originally bred to hunt foxes, Jack Russell's never give up. And Tilly's natural instinct to dig has been fine-tuned to create her artwork.
Well, Tilly is really the artist here. She's the one that's making all the marks. I'm basically her assistant. I set up the materials for her. So this is the color transfer paper that we use. It's works like carbon paper. Any mark that's made on this side will transfer onto the surface below. Now I'm going to fully tape down this transfer paper to the mat. You'll see that Tilly is really attracted to the tape. You'll know when a piece is completed when it's just on the verge of being destroyed. I basically have to hold her back with one hand and take the piece away with the other because she really doesn't want to stop when she's working. Ow, that one hurt, Tilly. Tilly, what do you think?
The art scene is a dog-eat-dog world, and tonight's exhibition is no exception.
How many Tillys do you own?
We have a few, but my favorite is blue spaghetti on the moon.
Tilly is unable to deceive her audience, which is really what sets her apart from other artists.
Tilly says, heavy America, gentle America, and then starts biting it, so, I don't know.
Yeah, that one sold. How much are the flags all for?
100.
Yeah.
Tilly's giving a rare public demonstration of her unique creative style.
Who's running this show?
And for anyone who doubts Tilly's talents, well, seeing is believing.
She's only interested in interpreting the world as she finds it, which makes her a very primal and a significant artist for this moment in time.
Okay. Good.
The exhibition is a huge success, and Tilly scratched together hundreds of pounds in sales. We've been surfing the net to find out what your pets get up to on their days off. This is Slobber the Boxer from Wiltshire in England. During the working week, he's your average stay-at-home pet. But don't let this angel face fool you. On the weekend, this boxer's a hairy biker. Slobber, it's a perfect end to another biker weekend. Time for racing pigs in Warwickshire, England. Tomorrow, this top team of pigs will race at the Royal Norfolk Show. For their star runner, Marigold, It's the final race of her dazzling sporting career.
These pigs are trained for racing. They only race against themselves, and they go down a straight course with little jumps in them.
It is Marigold's last race, and I am actually a bit sad.
Today, Marigold's manager, Rebecca, wants to squeeze in one last fitness session before the big day.
It's really important that the pigs are fit for this, so we've been building up a training program for them, and while we're doing the training, we're increasing the height of their jumps as well. Pigs can jump up to 80 centimetres high. Well, I'm not saying that these pigs can or will. They can do.
But their real motivation to run? A nice big bucket of food at the winning post.
Despite the fact that they've got quite short legs, they are actually very speedy, and they can do a 50-metre track in about 30 seconds, which is amazing, really, when you look at them. Great thing about pigs is how intelligent they are. I think they're more intelligent than dogs myself. They're very easy to train because of that, because they very quickly learn what you want from them, and then they'll do it again and again and again as long as they get their reward, which is food. Fighting, there you go.
It's fun to race them because you never ever know what's going to happen next. What I do like is racing behind the pigs.
It's a big race tomorrow, but what did the pit team think of Marigold's chances?
I don't know if Marigold's going to win, but I hope she does.
So Marigold's not a safe bet yet. She's got to work on speed and agility to get over those hurdles.
These are the actual jumps we use in the real race, and we put them in the practice so that the pigs actually, know exactly what they've got to do when it comes to the real things.
Not only are these practice runs crucial to get Marigold in peak physical condition, they also give her the opportunity to sniff out the competition.
Look at that! Marigold, you're pipped to the post by Francis Bacon!
Oh dear, Marigold's lead was snatched away too easily. The dash for the top trotter is on.
Marigold was third, unfortunately, so I think she needs a bit of encouragement myself. She got pipped to the post by Red Ham and Francis Bacon. Never mind, this is only a practice. It's the real thing that actually counts. Good old-fashioned mad pig racing.
Tomorrow is the big race, but will Marigold end her career on a high? On today's poor performance, it's shaping up to be a right old pig's ear. Around the world, there are millions of animals that have jobs. Come on, Guido, let's go. This is the show that brings you the most extraordinary, bizarre, and unusual animals at work. Coming up, Tilly the Jack Russell artist has her latest exhibition in New York.
Tilly, what do you think?
Big Girl, the Burmese python, helps some nervous Nellies get over their fear of snakes. And how will Marigold fare against some tough opposition in her very last race?
Everyone enjoys pig racing because you never ever know what's going to happen next.
Just watch the show. Some animals at work are furry, feathery, and cute. But get ready to come face to face with one that's big enough to send shivers down your spine. I'm not afraid of slithering creatures, but some people are terrified. And our next animal helps cure that phobia. Hi, mate. He's got a big tongue. Our stop now is at the Paradise Wildlife Park in Hertfordshire, England. And it's here that one large lady is facing her first day on the job curing people from being scared of snakes. She's a snake therapist. Big Girl's boss, Steve, thinks she's perfect for the position.
This is Big Girl, and she's an absolutely beautiful Burmese python. I named her Big Girl because she just seemed to suit her character and her personality, really. She's not too shy, she's quite confident. I mean, you wouldn't want to annoy her, obviously, being that she's quite a large snake.
Big Girl has a sensitive healing job ahead. When she first arrived at the park, she was in need of a bit of therapy herself.
Big Girl's one of our rescue snakes. When she first arrived, she was, very nervous. When I'd approach her, she'd open her mouth, hiss at me, show a lot of aggression. On one occasion, she did actually bite me. They've got about 120 quite sharp teeth, and, she did draw blood. She actually probably weighs at the moment about 7 stone, just under that. A wild Burmese python could eat something the size of a small deer. She'd need to have a lot of strength to actually hold on to it and to squeeze it until she could eat it. So there's a lot of muscle tone there. Big Girl's very important because he's actually helping people understand that snakes aren't really horrible or, disgusting animals. They're quite amazing.
Big Girl has been transformed through her own therapy and is now a gentle giant ready to help others. But will she be able to soothe today's seriously stressed patients?
Today's a very big day for Big Girl, and for me too, because she's going to try her first trial at being a snake therapist, and there's a group of young girls from a nearby school who are absolutely terrified of snakes.
And they are Georgia, Bronwyn, Kate, Lily, and Lucy.
So I'm hoping Big Girl's going to stay like she is now, nice and calm and relaxed, and hopefully cure them of their phobia. I think Big Girl's the perfect snake for the job, to be honest, because of her great temperament, and obviously she's striking in pattern and beautiful, really, so.
These girls have been afraid of snakes since they were knee-high to a cobra.
Are you scared? I'd hate to stroke it because it would feel like that it will kill me. But when we see it, we'll be like, Big Girl is an understatement, huge girl.
Hi, girls, you all right? Yeah.
Hysteria sets in, but Big Girl takes it all in her stride.
Now, luckily, Big Girl's deaf, so she can't hear you screaming. What she's doing is she's flicking her tongue in and out to taste the air, because she can't really see very well. Her eyes only see a bit of movement. So what she's doing is she's tasting you right now. Now, she's a constrictive snake, do you know what that means?
No. She'll wrap you up and strangle you.
Sort of, yeah. What they do is when she finds her dinner in the wild, so she might have a nice Asian deer, is she will bite it, and then she'll constrict it, but she'll only do that because she knows she can eat it.
So she's going to eat us?
She's not going to eat you at all. No. You're far too big to eat. So a lot of the time, snakes are more scared of people than people are of them, to be honest.
Well, that's easy for Steve to say. Burmese pythons are amongst the largest snakes on Earth and can reach a whopping 23 feet. That's about 1.5 family cars. And they weigh in at 200 pounds. About the same as a St. Bernard dog. Lily is the first to approach the gentle giant.
Gently. You feel how smooth she is?
And the other girls aren't far behind.
That's it, and just stroke down. You can put your whole hand on if you want and just stroke. You can feel all their muscles on the side, you can feel how strong she is.
Just because she's so big, it's really scary, just like touching her, because she's just so big.
She's not really going to hurt you.
No.
She's just a big gentle giant, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
After just 1 hour with Big Girl, Georgia, Bronwyn, Kate, Lily, and Lucy have overcome their fear of snakes. But do they feel confident enough to hold her?
So are you girls ready to help me hold her now? So we can do is we're So do you think Big Girl's doing well? Do you think she's good at her new job in helping people get over their fear of snakes?
It was brilliant. I just really want to take it home. Yeah, I love it. I'm not scared of snakes anymore because I think she's really helped me realise that they're not scary. And
that's good, so she's done her job well then, yeah?
Looks like Big Girl's hit the jackpot in her new career. She's a natural. We've been looking out for your home videos of what animals get up to in their spare time. And we loved this one of some incredible tree climbing goats in Morocco. How many goats can you get up a tree? Bah. Bah. Wow, so 13 goats down and 3 more still hanging in there. That's balmy. Now it's back to England and Marigold's big race. This is the Royal Norfolk Show. For Marigold, the track star, it's the final race day of her glittering career.
Daisy, you gonna help me get the pigs out? Yep. No, all right, piggies. Ooh, piggies.
I think the pigs, they're quite exciting because whenever they go to a show, they just like it, basically.
Pigs, it's of course their last show. Marigold, she's gunning for winning, of course, as ever. Maybe she won't win, I don't know.
Marigold's bid to add another win to her name is under threat. Arch rivals Red Ham and Francis Bacon are also running, and they thrashed her in the practice session yesterday. While Marigold gets ready for her big moment, a royal visitor wanders through the showground. Will this mean even more pressure on our would-be piggy racing champion?
Look at Marigold. She's taking that pre-race nap that every good pig needs. She obviously knows what's best for her, and a bit of a rest is obviously the best thing if you're going to be the winner.
Basically, if they don't eat, right, before a race, it means they're faster and they're more energetic to get food. They are greedy. That's the only thing about them that's like all the same. They're very greedy.
It's almost race time, but Marigold is still snoring away. Will she get her act together in time to hog the limelight? The championship is made up of 3 races, and Marigold needs to win 2 of them to claim pole piggy position.
3, 2, 1.
And they're off. Marigold's taking the outside lane. She's easily clearing those fences. Marigold's ahead by half a snout. And Marigold has won her first race, but she's got to win at least 1 more if she's to retire as the undefeated champion.
3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off. Red Ham's first out of the stalls. Marigold's putting in a late burst. No! Marigold loses to Red Ham. Marigold has got to win the 3rd and last race if she's to trot off home with the championship.
Everyone enjoys pig racing because, you know, it's new, it's unique, and you never ever know what's going to happen next.
3, 2.
There's everything to play for in this last race. Marigold is leading the pack. Great jumping from Marigold. Puts her 2 lengths ahead. She's the winner. Gold!
What can I say? Ladies and gentlemen, 3 cheers for Marigold!
I'm really happy.
Marigold takes home the gold and can settle into her retirement knowing that in pig racing, she's a legend. I found myself a friend to try out some of my new material. I've got some crackling good jokes for you. Crackling good jokes. All right, what do you call a pig that knows how to do karate? A pork chop! What do you mean that was insensitive? Here, what about this one? What do you call a pig after you push him down a hill? A bacon roll! Bacon roll! She liked that one. It was good. Really, really good. Cock-a-doodle-doo to you too, mister. Hey everybody, welcome to Animals at Work, the show that brings you Animals at Work. Around the world, there are millions of animals that have jobs. This is the show that brings you the most extraordinary, bizarre, and unusual animals at work. Coming up, puppy performer Tinker's first time on stage as a magician's assistant.
He'll have weed on the curtains.
Talkalus, the foster mum to abandoned big cats. And their slippery business with Blythe the champion charity worker. Hi, and welcome to Animals at Work, the show that really talks to the animals. And if you're a dog, enjoy the show. First, we're off to Morpeth in the north of England. This country cottage is home to Tinker the Maltese Terrier. Her boss, Christian, is a magician. He has big plans to train up tearaway Tinker to be his on-stage assistant.
This is Tinker. She's a 2-year-old Maltese dog. Steve. Her job tomorrow night is to actually come on stage with me and magically appear and pick out a card out of a pack of cards in front of the audience's eyes. Now, whether she's going to do this or not, I've got no idea, but hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, Mom.
Turning boisterous Tinker into his able assistant is going to be a tough act for Christian. But this cheeky character needs to learn some new tricks, and fast.
Tinker is the main addition to the show, and she's actually going to be the star of the show. All the training that I do with any of the animals, I only do it if they want to do it. It's been pretty difficult, and it's taken a lot of time. She has her moments, like some dogs do. Stay. The kind of dogs that I use, it's very excitable, and I think it loves being on stage, actually. They're born for stage.
Maltese Terriers were once lapdogs favored by royalty and paraded around their grand palaces. Mary Queen of Scots, Queen Victoria, and Marie Antoinette pampered these much-prized pooches. Now, if her ancestors could behave themselves in the presence of royalty, surely Tinker should be well-bred for life on stage.
This is really a big moment, a big time for stardom. It's going to be Tinker time.
Not only does Tinker have to undergo rigorous training to become Christian's new on-stage assistant, she has to follow in the paw prints of the great Pepsi.
Well, this is Pepsi. And Pepsi is the original star dog. In dog years, Pepsi is actually 105. So I think he deserves a nice retirement and spend some time in the garden in some lovely hot sunny weather like this.
Over his epic 10-year career, Pepsi mastered the ultimate stage dog trick, picking the right card out of a deck. Not only will Tinker be let into the secrets of the magic circle, she will also be the leader of all the other animals.
It's taken years to perfect what I do. I've had some great times, fantastic shows, and I enjoy doing it. The animals I've got are my pets, but they also go on stage and perform as well. They love doing it, and they're probably the best assistants a magician could have. Tinker.
But as Tinker starts her training, things aren't looking too good. Will Tinker be able to pull off the trick in time for the show?
Good girl. There's a card. There's a card. Do you want to take the card again? Tinker. 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 Tinker, look.
Now we're off to Namibia in West Africa. This Jack Russell Terrier has an amazing job. Even though he's a boy, he works as a stepmother to orphaned wild animals.
He's doing
in harness. A rehabilitation center for wild and potentially dangerous animals who need extra special care.
Most of them are problem animals. Mom's been shot, and yeah, then we get the babies and we raise them.
Jack Russells were first bred over 200 years ago to dig out foxes. It's that inquisitive nature that makes Toculus perfect for this incredible job. He seems to have these wild animals wrapped around his paw, but mothering the fastest cats in the animal kingdom is no easy task. Like most terriers, Toculus is pretty fearless. He not only parents the cubs, he also rules. Part of his job is to teach his adopted kids some table manners. But there's no end in sight for our new foster mom. Already, there's a new litter of orphaned leopards for Toculus to whip into shape.
4 cheetahs, and their mom's been shot, and a dog raised them, and we as humans raised them. We can make this difference with 4 cheetahs surviving in Namibia. We will do it.
And this amazing Jack Russell foster mom will be with Marilise every step of the way on their incredible quest to rehabilitate orphaned big cats.
Hey everybody, welcome to Animals at Work, the show that brings you Animals at Work.
Around the world, there are millions of animals that have jobs. This is the show that brings you the most extraordinary, bizarre, and unusual animals at work. Coming up, puppy performer Tinker's first time on stage as a magician's assistant.
He'll have weed on the curtains.
Toculus, the foster mum to abandoned big cats. And their slippery business with Blythe the champion charity worker. We've been watching your videos of your pets doing wild and wacky things. Take these 2 crazy critters. But don't worry, these hamsters have been professionally trained. Tick is right as rain and ready to do it all again. Next, we're headed back to that talented terrier in England. Tinker the Maltese Terrier is in training for her new job as a magician's assistant to boss Christian.
Oh, good girl. There's a card, there's a card. Do you want to take the card again? Tinker, Tinker.
And she has a lot to prove because Pepsi, the dog who used to work Tinker's shift, isn't easily impressed.
Pepsi has done about 1,500 shows on stage. He's really mastered the art of being a performing magic dog, but he's also been a fantastic pet, and I love him so much. He is the master dog, but Tinker's doing very well, I have to say.
There's less than 24 hours before Tinker goes on stage for the very first time. But there's still a lot to do to make sure the show isn't dog poop.
Well, what Tinker's role in the show is tomorrow, it's a big one, I have to be honest. Tinker, Tinker, come here.
What Tinker has to do in this trick is pick out the 3 of hearts from Christian.
Tinker, card.
Even after intense training, that's easier said than done.
She might get this right, she might get it wrong, I don't know. Tinker, look at the card. Here.
Not going well.
Catch it. It's very, very difficult to train animals. I don't want to force her to do anything she doesn't want to do, so I'm just going to let her take her time Go on then, take the card. Oh no, Tinker.
Wrong again.
She's got the wrong card. Here's the card, here's the card. She's still not concentrating on the things. Oh. And if she wants to wander off, she just wanders off. Good girl, good girl. In one. Come back here then. Did you see the card, Tinker? Look at the card.
How's it going, Christian?
Absolute nightmare.
Is she not responding to you?
I look after the animals largely. I just got on the road and did the roadies work, so I'm the oldest roadie, I think, in the business.
All I want you to do is I want you to take out the card. Come on, good girl, take the card. Take the 3 hearts. Good girl! Good.
Not completely wrong, but not right either.
Come back here. Tinker!
I think that Tinker has what it takes to be a magic star on the stage. Things can go wrong, though.
This card, yeah. Oh, good girl.
Christian may be optimistic, but Pepsi is definitely not convinced.
Good girl. I think she's very nervous. I've got to be honest. I'm nervous, all right? If she can go on stage and she can wander on stage and she can see me on stage, I'll be happy with that. If the card trick goes right, that's a bonus on top of things. Good girl. Show the camera.
Got it right at last. There's just a few hours to go before it's showtime for Tinker. Join us later to find out if Christian was right to give her the job of magician's assistant. Or will it end up a right old dog's mess?
He'll have weed on the curtains.
There are some charity workers who are mad ferret. I mean, do it again. There are some charities who are mad ferret. There are some who are mad ferrets. Our next animals at work are mad ferret. Now we're in Kent in England, looking for a ferret. This slippery creature is busy gearing up for a day's work at a curious kind of contest.
Blythe is a white ferret. She is a top racing ferret.
But these aren't any old races, and Blythe isn't any old ferret. Blythe is a champion racing ferret with an unbeaten track record.
Blythe is a really good racing ferret because she is fidgety and she likes to run about and she's full of energy. She's kind of the boss of everyone and she tells everyone what to do.
But when Blythe is annoyed, she has a way of letting Jack know.
She makes like a little hissing noise. And that's basically a sign to like back off, this is my area. I'm really proud of Blythe for what she does. She's my star runner.
And the pressure's on. Today is race day. If this veteran wins, she's not just winning money for charity, she also gets to keep her title of ferret racing champion.
When she first came in, I was the only person who could pick her up because she'd cower away because she was too scared. I know when Blythe is happy because her tail goes all prickly like a loo brush, like that.
Ferrets have always been given jobs that make the most of their speed. The ancient Romans used them for chasing away rabbits and vermin. But ferrets also like to snooze and can sleep for up to 20 hours a day. Although they do wake up long enough to go racing.
I think ferrets are really good for the job because they're very fast animals and once they've started, they won't stop. Racing allows ferrets to just like roam around and be free like they would in the wild.
How does Jack feel about Blythe's chances in today's big charity race?
She'll probably win. And if she does lose, I'll still like her in the same way.
This last-minute warm-up is crucial in getting Blythe's nimble feet into top gear. Each ferret races through a separate tube in the fastest time possible. Will she scurry to victory today?
For me, it's very important for Blythe to win this race. because I think the charity needs a lot more money to help rescue ferrets and give them new homes.
It's a crucial race for Blythe if she wants to retain her all-time championship status in the ferret world.
You put the ferret in the starting box here. You lift the slide up. The ferrets go all the way down, over the swimming pool, over the seesaw, over the bridge to the upper end. And then they come all the way down, and when they get to here, all 4 feet must be on the piece of wood for them to win.
But things could go pear-shaped. Blythe has an arch rival. There's another slippery customer who might scupper Blythe's unbeaten track record.
This is Sophie and this is Honey. Honey's the biggest competition here because she's very, very fast, and hopefully she won't beat Blythe.
The tension mounts as Blythe tries to psych out the competition.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Kent International Ferret Racing Championships. Blythe's already at the swimming pool. She takes it in her stride. Meanwhile, Honey in the blue tube is at the seesaw. But look at Blythe. She's already zoomed to the bridge. She even stops to check out the competition. Jack's looking happy as Blythe gets to the halfway mark and begins the final leg. Look at her go! Can she do it? Yes, she can. She is the unbeaten champion. And she's won again! First to the finish line, Blythe, champion of the ferret charity cause. It's not a pipe dream anymore for Jack. She can keep her undisputed title of ferret racing champion. It's back to England. Christian the Magician is packing up his box of tricks, and the pressure is on for Britain's newest performing pooch.
Good girl, let's get ready for the show.
At this seaside resort, newly hired Tinker will soon be under the spotlight for the very first time. Christian needed a new magician's assistant, but was it the right decision to give Tinker the job?
Are you ready to see Christian tonight? Let's have a cheer!
Well, it's Tinker's first night tonight, and that is a little bit of added pressure on top of everything else. I've got to be honest, that is a little bit of a worry.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please go absolutely wild to welcome to the stage the magic and illusion of Christian!
Christian's opening act goes without a hitch. For Tinker, being on stage is a doddle. No sign of stage fright there. But what about the tough trick that Tinker's been training for?
Would you like to see some more magic?
I think, touch wood, fingers crossed, I think she'll breeze through tonight. I feel really confident.
Please go absolutely wild to welcome back to the stage more magic and illusion from the superb, the wonderful Christian!
Thank you, Barry!
Backstage, Christian's mum, Sheila, has a backup plan.
I'm setting up the old dog in case Tinker doesn't manage her trick.
We're going to do a card trick, is that okay? It's the world's greatest card trick. Just say stop. Okay, you stopped. Take the card, you stopped that. Show it to the audience there. Excellent.
Now you've got to go on to your daddy.
Max, take the cards. Stay there. Take one step back. And we need a special assistant to help with this trick.
Go and see your daddy. Go and get your daddy. Go and get your daddy. Go to your daddy.
Oh, yeah, darling. Good girl. This is Tinker, everybody.
Christian and Tinker have put in the hard graft, but can she act like a pro when it comes to the crunch? It's Tinker time.
Now, Tinker, you stay there. Tinker, come here. Come here, Tinker. Tinker. Tinker, come on, don't. Tinker, today, come on, you're getting paid for this. Tinker, what's the matter?
She may be pleasing the punters, but Tinker doesn't do the card trick. Luckily, a seasoned professional is waiting in the wings to finish the job.
He'll have weed on the curtains. He always does.
Well, Tinker's taken over from Pepsi. He's retiring. Well, Pepsi's brought you that, Max. In the envelope, there should be one card. Is it the right one? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for Max, Tinker, and Pepsi!
She got half of it right, and then Pepsi got her out of trouble coming on with the right card. Audience didn't mind at the end of the day, and I think the cuteness of her coming on stage for the first time was fantastic.
Hey, guys. Okay, listen, I've got some really good jokes I want to add into the script. What do you get when you cross a sheepdog with a rose? Cauliflower. Cauliflower, get it? Get it? No, okay. Okay, wait, sit down, I got another one. Why did the dog not talk to his foot? Because it's not polite to talk back to your paw. Get it, paw? Paw? Hey! Come on, where are you going? You know what? You turn your back on me, you turn coats, this show is still gonna be fabulous.